I think there was one thing though that I had in common with Aaron. And I did notice this more when I first met him. He seemed to have a craving for love. Back when I met him in May, back when I'm. Hang on a minute. Let me get close. Back when I met him in May 2014, which is almost 3 years ago, he seemed to have a craving for love. Every time he spent a day away from me, he used to be messaging me constantly, and mind you, maybe that was more control than love. I don't know. Maybe it was me that had the craving for love, and he had the craving for control. And maybe that's how it worked so long between us, because I craved. Okay. So I just realised something else about myself as well. I crave being controlled, which I find easier than being loved. So I crave being controlled, over love, which, well, no, I do want love, but I just find it really scary at the moment, and throughout my whole life I found love quite scary as well, but it's almost like a drug, isn't it, love? I mean, when you have it, it feels like you're really high, and when it's taken away, it feels like you just feel like you want to die, basically. It's like taking heroin or something. Well, I haven't taken heroin, or drinking too much alcohol. It's a bit like that, really, isn't it? Yeah. And then Sean was annoying me early because he was ignoring me. Well, he started off liking my picture. He liked my picture on Instagram, and then I liked one of his pictures. And then I messaged him, and he didn't bother messaging. No, he did message me back, I think. Oh yeah, I think he did message me back, but he's more. He seems more distant, but. Yeah. It's a tough one, isn't it? Because he's only 18, and his family seem very, very laid back, and. And I think Aaron's family are the opposite. I think Aaron's family are very full on, and I think a lot of the reason that Aaron feels like he needs someone is because his family stress him out, and I can understand that, because when I grew up, my mum used to stress me out, my sister used to stress me out, and I can understand that part. And Kath was telling me that the holiday last year was very stressful as well, so she kept getting shoved over to the other caravan every morning. She wasn't allowed into her own caravan. Apparently Aaron called it his caravan, and after Kath paying, she said she paid over £200, and she's getting forced into the mum and dad's caravan every 5 minutes. She can't even spend a day in her own caravan, which I thought was really unfair. And I just said to Kath, I wouldn't have enjoyed it. It's a good job I didn't go, because I'd have been banging my head on the wall. It's a good job I didn't go to Tasha Park last year, because I'd have been banging my head on the wall. I find stress hard to deal with, and I know I'd find that very difficult, because they're such a big family that I think I'd have found it very difficult to handle. And I think Aaron doesn't help himself by keep leaving me. That made my nerves very bad. And I think that's why I got so upset when Aaron's dad said he was going to bash mine and Aaron's heads together. He just looked over at me and said very aggressively, "I'm going to bash your heads together." And I just panicked and walked off. Because he's a big bloke, he must be at least 20 stone. And I felt quite intimidated by him saying, I felt very intimidated by him saying that. That's why I walked off from that holiday at Tattershall Park. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere, keep doing all these videos. It's helping me, I suppose. But yeah, maybe it is helping me, I don't know. Sad things have to go like this, isn't it? I felt a freedom over the last 2 months that I haven't felt in ages. Because every time Aaron used to cheat on me, I used to just stay at home, feeling depressed, feeling suicidal, and wishing he would come back. Whereas maybe I got stronger, but I started to think, well, if he's going to message other men, then I'm going to do the same. So the last couple of months, I've been kind of mirroring Aaron's behaviour in a way by messaging other men, same as he does. And then he obviously didn't like that because he started smashing my place up again. So obviously he didn't like me acting the same that he obviously didn't like me acting the same way that he acts. Mind you, he's better at it than me, obviously, because he got with that. Mind you, I've got with Sean, haven't I? So no, I don't think he's better at it. I don't think he's better at it than me, because I've got with Sean the same as he's got with Junior. I just think that he expected me to wait here for when he made his mind up, or maybe he just wanted fun with other men, and he just wanted me here to just feel depressed and suicidal, so that he could just come back anytime he wanted to. Or maybe he just didn't care. I don't know. I don't really know why. I'm never going to understand Aaron. That's the truth. That's the truth. You can't understand people from the outside. You can only understand people from the inside, which is where meditation comes in useful. Because it's impossible to understand someone from the outside. You can only understand someone from the inside. This is why relationships in today's society don't work. Because years ago, say 100 years ago, people used to die at a very young age. Babies used to die, families used to have about 12 children, and they all used to die before they even reached 5 years of age, or most of them. And because there was so much death in families years ago, families used to stay together through thick and thin, and they used to stay together. But today, everyone's got everything they want. There's no shortage of food. There's no shortage. Everyone's got. It's just sad, really. I think technology has taken away human contact. I think it's just sad how things are today. Technology has taken that away from people. And not just today, I mean, it's been happening for at least 15 years. I mean, I might not look it, but I'm 36 now. And even 15, 16 years ago, around the millennium, even then, people were cheating on each other. So it's not. I'm not saying it's a new thing. I'm just saying it's a lot more easier to cheat now than it was, say, 20 years ago, wasn't it? Because, for instance, 20 years ago, Facebook didn't exist. Loads of apps that we see today didn't exist. Mobile phones were for people who were rich. If you look at, say, 20 years ago, 1997, before that time, only rich people had mobile phones. But I'm looking forward to the day when humanity becomes one again. Just one. That day will be a good day for all light beings, for all spiritual seekers. It might not be good for the people who are the people with all the money. It might not be good for them, but it'll be good for the spiritual seekers. The wind never blows in the same direction. It moves. Change is inevitable. I had a feeling, going back to Aaron, I had a feeling when Aaron walked out the door, when he threatened me, when he said to me, "You better watch your back because I'm going to get someone after you." When he said that to me, I had a feeling that I wouldn't see him for a long time. I just had a feeling. I thought to me, it was like my intuition or something. It was saying. I could hear a voice saying to me, "He's going to regret this." I heard a voice saying that to me. He's going to regret. He's going to have hard years now. He's going to have painful years. He's going to have a lot of pain now. I just had a feeling that if he left me, his life would turn upside down. I'm not saying that from any sense of ego, because I don't feel eager. No, I wish him well. I wish Aaron well. I wish his family well. I know I sometimes have done videos where I've been angry towards that. Well, quite a few videos I've been angry towards Aaron. Quite a few videos I've been angry towards Aaron's family. Which is understandable because I've had a lot of problems off them. But I do wish them well. I wish Aaron well. I wish Aaron's family well. I wish Sean well. I wish Sean's family well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. That's enough. My throat's dry as well. I could do some honey or something. I'm just doing an hour meditation in a minute. I've done an hour earlier. Do another hour. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, I'm back. Oh, hello. Earth, planet, humans. Hello.